Hi everyone. So I'm Karen, and today I want to share with you the second part of the grief topic. So if you didn't see the first one, go ahead, pause this, okay? Take a look at it and you can return to this at any time. Okay, so I want to start with some quick reminders. Uh, my videos are for educational purposes only, okay? So if you feel like you want to harm yourself or others due to the loss or grief that you're experiencing, then you go ahead and you stop this video because it's not for you, okay? You want to contact your local crisis line right away. And it's also not meant to be in replace of therapy, okay? So if you're experiencing physical symptoms, due to your grief or loss or having psychological issues, I urge you to connect with a licensed counselor, okay, with a psychologist. They will be able to help you during some of the things showing up for you during this time, okay? So, I'm a health and wellness coach, registered therapeutic counselor, and a counseling hypnotherapist. So, I'm going to speak within terms of my own practice, okay? So, in my own practice, I'm here to explore healthier coping tools with you, some self-care strategies, right? And help support you through emotional wellness, okay? So you can be able to move through some of life challenges with a little bit more ease, okay? And so let's get started with grounding. I want to talk about grounding because it's important to me. It's something I'm using in my own life, right? When I was going through grief and when it shows up in my time, I use these tools, okay? And I find that having an easy, simple, quick grounding um, tool or exercise, it's the most important thing to really have because, you know, our nervous system, and I'll go into this a bit, it's kind of on alert. So having something that's going to help us reduce our stress and, any tension that's happening in the moment is really helpful. And grief, it doesn't only come from loss, right? It's not just from losing a loved one, is what I want to say, okay? It can be from losing a job, a relationship, and something I think is not talked about often here is even watching our parents, right? Watching parents age, okay? Or even the loss of expectation of, what we imagine parenting would be, okay? So all of these are grief in its own form and it's different for everybody. And we all need different tools, right? What works for me is not going to work for you, right? It may not. So when we work together, we're going to find the tools that fit for you, okay? Um, because it's important, as I said, when we're going through grief, our nervous system is offline, okay? We're alert here. Our nervous system is on alert. It's putting us in this feeling or in this stage of feeling like we're in survival mode. Okay. And that can cause us to feel restless or anxious or disconnected, even. And having a simple tool, something simple as, putting your hand, resting your hand on your heart and just breathing in and breathing out. So just placing your hand on your heart and inhaling in and exhaling out. Okay, something as simple as that can signal some safety to our body, okay? Helping us to relax and feel more calm, calming down our nervous system because our nervous system, it needs that help to kind of restore some balance, right? So having something quick and easy, as simple as that, that doesn't require, you don't even have to write anything down. It's that simple, right? There's no steps to it. Just really placing your hands on your heart, taking some breaths in and out. Okay. And as a mom to an autistic child, I've used these many times and pretty much anywhere. Okay. I use this at work. I use it at home or when I'm out and about with the family, and all of a sudden those emotions or feelings start to, come up. Um, so I think it's something quick and it's simple in the moment, right? That we can use. And it makes a difference when our emotions arise suddenly, right? Like I said, sometimes these things happen unexpectedly. So these tools are really helpful. When we work together, we're going to find the right ones for you. Okay. And it's never going to be about getting rid of your grief or fixing your grief because I cannot do that. Okay. But what we can do together is find, you know, um, some easier ways to make this challenging time feel less overwhelming, right? So we're going to work together to do that for you. And that might be also exploring yourself, right? You as a whole person. Okay, so when we work together, I'm not only going to bring up your emotions and that's it. No, we're going to look deeper. We're going to explore your mind, your body. And as I mentioned in the previous video, spirituality is something that can um, kind of take a hold of many of us during this time as well. So we're aware, that emotions arise here, right? We might start feeling sad, anger, guilt. Some of us numb, right? Feeling sick to the stomach. And hey, even some of us are going to feel relief, and that's okay, right? That's okay. So we're going to look at the emotions, but there's more to grief than emotions. There's the physical, right? We start to feel exhausted here. I know, like when things come up with me, with my son, I start to feel exhausted, tired, right? Deprived sleep. For some of us, headaches, tension in the shoulders, right? So there's the physical part of it too. And then there's the spiritual part of it, right? For some of us, we have questions here, right? Like I said before in the previous video, we're bargaining sometimes, we're testing. Okay, so we're going to work together and explore some of these areas, right? A lot of people have questions around their identity, their purpose, right? The meaning to life. Um, so we're going to take a look at your mind, your body, your spiritual, right? Yes, and also take an account of how are you caring for your body? Okay. Where in your life needs less or more nourishing? Okay. Where in your body needs more or less nourishing? Because it's really important during grief. And we're going to take a look at things like hydration, nutrition, movement, okay? Because a lot of us during this time, we're dehydrated and we don't even know this. And sometimes we just need that empowerment or accountability to help us with those gentle reminders, right? Because, like I said, hydration, nutrition, all these things. movement. It's going to help us regulate our mood and our energy. Okay. Taking a look at if we need to add like those feel good foods, right? Sometimes we don't know that we're missing out on those. Okay. So I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a trainer. I'm going to put you through a boot camp as well. But I'm here to help you explore what it is you need more of, okay, and how you can do that, okay, and supporting you and empowering you through this time, all right? So it could be that maybe you need um, vitamin B or some magnesium, right? Because I know for me, when I was going through this, what helped me is increasing leafy greens, okay? And eating more things like salmon, that really helped me through this time, okay? Making my energy level um, and my mood, okay? Um, increased, increasing my focus, right? Because our body is off balance here, right? And sometimes we just need to kind of restore, right? Um, put everything back on track. Okay. And taking a look at these areas is certainly going to be helpful. All right. So um, that's some of the things that we may take a look at. Okay. And then we're also going to take a look at a support system here. So I find that a lot of people feel like a support system is only your friends, your family, maybe joining a group or a church group. And those things are lovely. Those are also part of support system. But sometimes we need more. Sometimes we do need that dietitian. Sometimes we do need more movement than, um, a simple walk or stretching. Okay, so sometimes we do need to figure out who the right people are to get us this help. So I'm here to help you do that, okay? And when you work with me, it's never going to be about fixing or getting rid of, because again, I can't do that for you. But what we can do together is find a foundation of care for you. What is going to be the best care for you, for your body, for your mind, okay? For you as a whole, right? So we're taking in count not just your emotions, but your mind, your body, and the spiritual aspect of what's going on for you as well. Okay, and we're going to work together, get some resources, tools that fit for you. Okay, and like I said, this is all going to help you be able to have a healthier foundation through this difficult time, right? It weighs our body down. Grief can really suck the life out of most of us, right? To say, so having those resources again and having that person that can empower you through this, very crucial during grief. And so again, I'm here to help you find the right support as well. So maybe you do need to contact a licensed psychologist, right? That might be the next support for you. Or it could be, like I said, contacting a nutritionist, dietitian, um, somebody that can help you maybe explore some physical more physical movement than some of the simpler stuff that I might be able to give to you, right? So we're going to take a look at everything and get you the support that you are needing in this moment. Okay. And sometimes what you need is none of that. Sometimes what you just need is to vent or to have someone to listen to you, right? And without judgment, right? So I'm here to walk through whatever path, whatever situation you have, and empower you as well through it, okay? And it's never going to be easy, right? But it does eventually get easier with the right tools and strategies. And I'm here to walk that path with you. And if you feel like I can be of any help, I welcome you to connect with me through Unique Minds counseling, right? Unique Minds Therapeutic Services. And, I'm honored to walk this path alongside with you in your journey towards healing or wellness. Okay. And I look forward to hearing from you.